Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Here we are at Fayetteville Antique Mall, and this is located in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania on US Route 30, otherwise known as the Lincoln Highway. This place consists of 3 different buildings. There are 2 up front, and you can see the one right here to the right we're going to go into right now, and on the left is another building, and there's another building behind it that we didn't have time to go into. Case up front has these vintage cards in there. You have a 1958 Nellie Fox for $12, the All-Star card for $6. There's a 1970 Roberto Clemente back there. We have 87 Fleer wax box for $50 and another Donruss box above that. There's a 59 Hank Aaron for $40. Around the back of the store, there's that box there that had mostly, I think, $1 and $2 cards in it, and in this case there are a number of different cards. $10 for that 1984 Fleer Brett Saberhagen. I apologize for the lighting. There's fluorescent light bulbs right above this case, and I'm trying my best to at least give you an idea what's in here. You're always welcome to pause the video, and hopefully it'll be clear enough that you can actually see some of the prices, because I'm going to go through this rather quickly. There's some graded cards in this case too. And down on this level we have another Brett Saberhagen, plus a minor league card of Jose Canseco. Hockey cards and some graded cards from the late 1980s mostly. They look like they're mostly graded 8. And here's some more cards. These are mostly graded cards also. As you can see, there's multiple sports represented in that case. And here we have a bunch of different cards in this display unit. This is sort of like right in the center of the store. If you go in past the cash register and keep going back, you can't miss this. This dealer has one booth here and another booth slightly behind it to the left of it. There's some 1990 Donruss packs. They were $1 each. And there were all these bins here with lots and lots of cards to go through. And I found a lot of stuff here. Price ranges were between like $1 and $3, I think, for most of the stuff in those bins. And there's some smaller boxes of cards there. And a few things along this display unit here. Danny Ainge rookie card. Just quite missed it. There's a Tim Raines rookie card there too. This is that second booth from the same dealer. There's a Mike Schmidt rookie. I had one not too long ago. Priced at $250. A few graded cards. I was curious about that 1976 Robin Yount for $5. That looked like a really good deal, but I was hoping it would be in better shape than that. It's not a bad looking card, but I'm looking for something a little bit better than that. So I passed on that. Let's see some 1970s cards down below. There's an Eddie Murray rookie there, graded 4.5. There's some cards in these bins here. These were going for about $1 each. Some modern cards in this one. Orion Mountcastle auto, which I thought was pretty neat to see. There's a Roger Clemens rookie back there. And we have some boxes of cards down here. I presume complete sets. Now we're approaching the second building. This is again in the front of the complex. This is the building on the left. It has the word antiques in big black and yellow letters. Well, black background, yellow letters. And it has all these benches out front. I guess they must have flea markets here every now and then. When you go in and you go to the right, there is this carousel, I guess you could call it, that's filled up with a variety of different cards. Mixture of modern and vintage. Although these were neat to look at, nothing really caught my attention here. It was a combination of, I thought the prices were high, and the condition just wasn't what I was looking for. And as you can see, there's a variety of different sports covered. Now we're into the case next to it. Well, there's another sort of carousel thing up here. There's a 75-day Winfield price at $12. 84 Donruss Carlton Fisk for $4. I think there was an Andre Dawson rookie card in there. There's a Carlton Fisk Cecil Cooper rookie card. I think that was at $50. $1977 Tony Perez. Cal Daniels rookie card. Don't really see them very often out in the wild. And right now we'll go and peer at the stuff in the case below this. Again, I apologize for the lighting. There are fluorescent light bulbs right above this. Makes it a little difficult to see everything. There's a Jim Rice rookie card for $25. I was curious about that one, but it looked like it was sun faded and not as sharp as I was hoping for. 1971 Johnny Bench for $50. I'm kind of panning out so you can see a little bit more. There's another one of these carousel things. This one has vintage football cards in it. I don't collect vintage football or any football cards, so I don't know if these are good prices. You're welcome to leave comments below if you think they're good or bad. There's a 1961 Juan Marichal for $85. There's a 61 Willie Mays for $300, which I think is probably a bit high for that. There's another 58 Nellie Fox. There's some Beatles cards. Some racing cards below that. And I don't remember what those cards there are called. I've seen them before, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank. And some Hess trucks below. On the left side of the store is this mess of cards. As you can see, there's a bunch of I'm not sure what those are, Magic the Gathering or something. That's not anything I collect. But there are some baseball cards here, but they tend to be mostly junk wax, and I think they're selling them for 50 cents a card. but they're not sleeved. So I'm not sure. You'll have to probably bring your own sleeves to protect them after you buy them. There were a couple sleeved cards here and there, but nothing really grabbed my attention here. It just was a lot of cards to go dealing through. But like I said, I think most of them are non-sports. I couldn't identify them because I don't collect those things. And here we are at a place called Norlow Park, which is just to the west on US Route 30. And if you have a dog, there isn't very much space at or grassy areas at that antique mall. So just a mile or two down the road, there's all this place to walk your dog, and there's Cody. Took him out for a walk, and here he is getting a drink. And right after this, I'll go what I found here and bought here. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that tour of Fayetteville Antique Mall, which is in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania on US Route 30. Let's go over and see what I found there. So that one seller in the back had like 1980s cards in graded condition. They had this bin on the top, and prices were like between $1 and $3, I think, for cards. And I picked up this one. This is 2021 Donruss Red Jose Abreu. This was originally 95 cents, but they were having a 20% off sale. As you can see, it's numbered 531 out of 2021. So that's all I picked up from that seller. Now, the main large seller that had two booths, the bulk of these cards are from there. So I got a 2010 Bowman Platinum Gold Refractor of Ichiro, and that was $5. That's also numbered 537 out of 539. So I thought that was a nice pickup. We have a 2010 Bowman Platinum Prospects George Springer for $1. 2014 Donruss The Rookies JT Realmuto. Something tells me I might already have this, but I wasn't really sure. But for $1, I thought, well, might as well get it just in case. You never know. I still have not taken my database on the road. I'm just starting to put my collection in tcdb.com, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to view that while I'm out on the road on my phone to check to make sure I have something or not. So this is the Alec Bohm rookie card from 2021 Score. That was $2. We go all the way back to 1972 for this Boyhood Photos of the Stars of Rick Wise. And the reason why I got this was is really good shape for a 1972 card. I don't find too many 1972 cards out in the wild in this condition, so I thought this was definitely worth picking up. It's one I didn't have. Definitely got another miscut. This one is pretty nice too. The more it shows a second card, the more interesting I find it, and the more egregious of a miscut it is. So this is a $2 one for Bob Moose, and the back is cut pretty much very similar as the front. So I thought that was a nice pickup. Got some Topps Black Gold cards from 1994. This is Barry Bonds and Frank Thomas. CC Sabathia, this is the Walmart Blue Parallel. What year was this one from? Let's see, I have this in my notes here. 2013. I don't have very many 2013 cards, so that's why I don't pick up on it quite right away. This is from 2014. This is Topps Gold card of Joe Nathan. And the numbering for that is up here, if you can kind of make that out. I think that's 1160 out. 68 out of 2014, pardon me. Try to get my voice in focus there. This is from 2002. This is the Topps 52 reprints insert set. Nothing special about the border. These all had gold borders. They also made a chrome version of this, and this is Duke Snider. Got that one for $1. A more recent card. This is from 2022 Topps Archives Shohei Ohtani MVP card. Got that for $2. 2008 Topps Chrome. This is a blue refractor of Torrey Hunter. Got that for $2. Those were not numbered. Another Topps Chrome card. This is from the Barry Bonds Home Run History insert set, and I think this came out in 2 different series. There was some in 2005 Topps Chrome Update, and then a second series that came out in 2006, and this is from 2006. And I think there were like 20 or 30 cards that featured, highlights in his run on Hank Aaron. This is 2008 Topps Chrome. This is the T205 insert. This is Jacoby Ellsbury. Got that for $1. O'Neal Cruz rookie card from 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum. I wasn't sure if I had that, but finding this out in the wild for $2, I figured it's probably worth getting. I did check eBay comps. It seems like it's probably going about that price right now. Although I suspect down the road it may end up going for more if he turns out to be the player I hope he does. This is from 2019 Topps Gallery, Master and Apprentice. This is Tony Gwynn and Manny Machado on that card. Thought that was a nice pickup. 2013 Topps Heritage. This is the Walmart Blue Border Parallel of Justin Verlander. This was based on the 1964 Topps design, but it sure looks strange being all blue, but kind of neat looking. Back of that looks like that. We got a Big Shots insert from 1998 Ultra of Mark McGwire. And from that seller that had the bins up in the cases up near the cash register, I did go and pay $35 for this 1970 Roberto Clemente. I think the condition overall for this is probably excellent, maybe excellent mint. That might be pushing it, but I thought for $35, pretty good deal. It has some corner issues, but overall looks pretty clean, I thought. I guess maybe some people could be more conservative and maybe VG-EX maybe, but I think it's a strong candidate for EX. All right, now these are all from that seller that had the 2 booths, just like that big stack, most of that big stack was, but these are a little different from everything else. And I don't know much about these. These were minor league cards. These mostly came out in the 80s. I think there's a few in here from 1979 all the way up to, I think, 1992. And then there's one weird one at the end we'll slightly cover because I don't know much about these. I have no idea if these are good prices for these. I sort of suspect that the late 80s, 90s minor league cards aren't worth so much, but when you go to like early 80s and into the 70s, they are harder to find and worth a bit more. But I don't know. You tell me in the comments if these are good prices for these, because I'm not really sure. I did just like a brief search of just a couple of them on eBay to see what's going on. And some of them don't even turn up in searches. Mostly people are selling like complete team sets rather than individual cards. But it did seem like later 80s into early 90s were cheaper, and mid to early 80s into the 70s were more expensive. And some of these didn't have any sold comps. Some did. Some of them I was basically looking to see what buy it now prices were for them. And I think they, depending on the year and the player, these might average between $1 a card to maybe as much as 20 maybe, but I really don't know. Those might be just really high prices or something, and maybe people just aren't budging on it until another one shows up that's cheaper on eBay. I'm not really sure. But anyway, let's go over these. This is Kevin Seitzer from the Omaha Royals. And that's from TCMA, and it was issued in 1986. I'll show you the backs of all of these too, so you can get a feel for what these are, and maybe let me know what you think these are worth. But I think I bought all these for either $1 or $2 or something like that. So I thought, why not take a chance? And I have a few minor league cards in my collection. I have a TCMA Darryl Strawberry from 1982. I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was Ron Kittle, and I thought that was also from 1982. And the how I got those was I got those from Renata Galasso, who was she ran a mail order business in Brooklyn, and I bought like complete sets from her, complete hand collated sets before they started chugging out factory sets in the later '80s. And I think if you bought like I think it was the '83 Topps Fleer and Donruss sets, she would throw in 2 minor league card sets for free. And there were 3 different ones that you could choose, or you couldn't choose it. It was just basically on what they would pick. But there were 3 different sets, and I got the one that had Ron Kittle and the one that had Darryl Strawberry. I think the third one might have had Wade Boggs in it, so it's too bad I didn't get that. Okay, back to these. We got Ellis Burks from the Paul Tuckett Red Sox. This is from 1987 Pro Cards. And I'm kind of under the impression the Pro Cards ones aren't as worth as much as the TCMA ones. Now, this is all the way back to 1979. This is Jesse Orosco, Tidewater Tides. And this is a TCMA card from 79 right here. Jeff Reardon, same set, same year. Thought this was a wonderful pickup. I still think Jeff Reardon should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure that'll make a lot of you cringe. But at the time that he retired, he was among I think the top 5 in career saves at that point. But a lot of the relief pitchers from the late 80s going into the 90s seem to have been forgotten because they got overshadowed by Trevor Hoffman and Mariano Rivera, who had very long careers and so extended the career saves record really far. But it was a big whoop back in the day if you made 300 saves. So, I mean, Jeff Reardon's in that class, and there were a couple other ones like John Franco. Trying to think of the other one. There's another one that my brain's just not quite hitting. But I'm also a proponent of having Dan Quisenberry in the Hall of Fame, and I know a lot of folks would probably just think that's silly, but he was really great for quite a few years there, and I think players that, even though they don't play a long time, that were big, even for like a 6 or 7 year period, I still think they're worthy. Because I think Don Mattingly should be in there. I think Dale Murphy should be in there. But yeah, I'm a little more inclusive with my feelings on the Hall of Fame. There's the back of that card. Sorry for digressing. And Mookie Wilson from the same set from 1979. It looks like I got all these for $2 each. Here's Rob Dibble, and this is on a Hills card. Hills is I don't think they're in business anymore, but they were a department chain store in Pennsylvania. They weren't down in the Philadelphia area where I grew up in, but they were more in the western part and into central PA. But I don't know if they were in any other states, but I believe Ames bought them out, and Ames is no longer in business. This came out in 1988. Mickey Tettleton with the Rochester Red Wings. And this is a Pro Cards from Pro Cards 1988. Steve Finley, the Newark Orioles. And that's from 87 Pro Cards. Matt Williams. I think this is the Everett Giants. And Pacific Sports Collector Store Trading Cards Incorporated, 1986. They were responsible for that set. Eric Karros, this is the San Antonio Missions. I think this came out in 1990 from the Grand Slam Card Company. Kevin Mitchell, Tidewater Tides. TCMA, 1984. Juan Samuel, Portland Beavers. This is TCMA 1983. Ron Darling, I think this is 1982. No, 1981 TCMA. Okay. Bernie Williams. There were a couple different designs I think, pro cards made of the Bernie Williams card. There's another one that has sort of like a wood green border, and I think there's another one that has sort of a yellow color when I was seeking out what this might be. This came out in 1990, pro cards. Brady Anderson, Winter Haven Red Sox, 1986 pro cards. Oops, sorry. Whoop. Stand up, Grimace. This is Mark Grace, and that is from 1988 pro cards. Ruben Sierra, Oklahoma City 89ers, and that was for 86 pro cards. Tim Salmon from Palm Springs Angels, and that was released in 1990 by something called Cal League Cards. Tom Brunansky, this is from TCMA 1981. I guess Grimace wants to take a nap. Ryan Klesko. I don't think this is a minor league card. I think this is kind of like high school draft picks or something. And this was issued in 1980 by some company called Little Sun. And this last one is not a minor league card. It was just a kind of a bizarre card. I figured, why not take a chance on it? This is Mike Schmidt. Probably his high school yearbook photo, I'm thinking. And this was released by something called Freedom Press in 1993, and it's a series called High School Heroes. And I did do some checking on eBay, and it seems like this isn't a baseball product. This was actually a bunch of different pictures of people from their high school that became big down the road, because I think I saw cards for Marilyn Monroe and some other non-sports celebrities. So I don't know what the deal was with this one. Because some of them had blue borders. I saw some with red borders. I just don't know enough about this one. I didn't dig very far. Just wanted to get this video out there. I will probably do some checking later on once I get around to cataloging these down the road. So that's what I got at Fayetteville Antique Mall. Pretty nice place to visit. Definitely some good deals in the bins, in the center of the store, the dollar bins. I did see some decent prices for some of the cards in the cases. Again, it just depends on what condition you're hoping for. I was thinking about that 1976 Robin Yount for $5 because that's a really good price. It's just, I think I can get 1976 cards at a bit better condition than that one was in there. It just had some corner wear. It wasn't that bad. It was a nice looking card, but it was just some corner wear and stuff, and I was hoping to get one with sharper corners than that. I was rushed there too, so I didn't really get to really comb over things, because we were actually this is actually the first video of a series of 3, which I should have mentioned in the beginning. We visited the Red Rocker after this, and then we went to Bedford Street Antiques in Carlisle. So stay tuned for that. Those 2 videos will be coming down the pipeline very shortly. We usually post about 3 videos a week here, so you may have to wait a day or 2 before the next one to show up. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Take care, everybody. Beep, beep.